Appleminte. Welcome back again to my channel. I feel like December kind of flew. Didn't we just decorate the holiday treadmill? Leave it up, take it down. Anyway, for today's video, as the title says, I'm going to be redrawing a really old piece of artwork. If you've been with me on the channel for a while, you'll know that I've redrawn some of my older artwork twice now, so this will be the third time. Let me show it to you. Okay, so in my old tattered loose leaf notebook from middle school, here is my really old artwork. So I will give you guys more of a backstory on this drawing in a little bit, but behold the horrors of middle school appleminte. What is that? This is from 2007, so 12 years now. Let me just tell you that when I had created this back in middle school, I thought I was so good. Let me show you something else. Like, what is this nonsense? I was like, wow, I can draw anything. I can draw a cat. I can draw cat girls. Anyway, today I'm gonna be redrawing it, hopefully making it better, improving it, and I don't wanna waste any more time. Let's just get right into the sketch. So I'm gonna start off by telling you guys a little bit about the artwork that I'm drawing today. This piece of artwork was from 2007, late 2007, so that would make it almost exactly 12 years ago that I drew this. Whew. That's really crazy to me because I actually remember drawing this and being super proud of it because I drew these 5 girls that I made up. I was super into like magical girl animes and cat girls. If you haven't noticed, not much has changed in these past 12 years. I still draw a lot of cat girls and magical girls. But anyway, I really wanted to create my own, and I don't know. I just drew these 5 cat girls. They literally don't have anything about them. I drew them like a few times after this, but that was literally it. And I was like so proud of them. I wanted all of their names to make the word kitty, and I don't know why they're from California. I really don't know. That's the little backstory behind them. There really is not much, but I really wanted to redraw this piece. I've wanted to for years just because I vividly remember creating it. It's, you know, I don't remember creating all of the artwork that I have. I just pull it out and I'm like, oof, this is cringy. But this one I really remember being proud of. And so I really wanted to redo it, especially because it did have the 5 girls. And it's kind of like a challenge for myself to kind of fit them all in one piece. I will say that in my sketch right now, you're gonna notice that the one on the, I guess the 2 that are on the left there, on the second column, whatever you want to call this, the one that's kneeling and the one on top of her, those obviously it's gonna look a little weird because the other girls, like the bottoms of their legs are going off the page because I just drew most of them, but then she's kind of like floating next to them. I wanted them to all be proportionate. I didn't want to draw the one, like, I couldn't fit their legs basically all on the paper, so I drew her a little higher up because I knew I wouldn't be able to fit everything, because I wanted these to be a little bigger. In order to fit them all completely on the page, I would have had to scale them down a bit more. So, you know, you'll just have to live with the fact that she's kind of hovering and kneeling. So I went ahead and I lined it. I gave them all a bold outline, and then I gave them all a little heart or exclamation point, some kind of little expression that I felt fit their character. Now, I will say that the original outfits that I had them in are pretty basic, if you notice. They're basically all the same dress, and they just have, like, I don't know, different color and maybe a different accessory on their tail and slightly different hair. Okay, this is like mid-coloring appleminte, and my Copic marker, this one, has always been kind of weird. Like, it's really wet always the nib. I think there's something wrong with it, but it always, like, randomly once in a while will leak. And yeah, that's what just happened. I'm gonna try to clean that up with some colorless blender, but I'm pretty upset that that just happened. Why? And why with this color of all the colors? So I was mostly able to fix the mistake. Hopefully with color you won't really notice it anymore, but yeah, that is the power of the colorless blender and white gel pen, or paint pen in this case. Let's keep going. So I think the thing about recreating these characters It's not really an art piece. It's more of just character redraws, I guess, in a way, because I don't know if I would count this as a piece. Just 12 characters drawn on a piece of loose leaf. Not really, I mean, they're together, I guess. Whatever you want to call this. The thing about redrawing it is that I definitely didn't want to exactly recreate what I drew back then, meaning I didn't want to do those same boring dresses, and I wanted to give them a little bit more, I don't know, something different than what I had back then. Obviously, my mind wasn't very creative when I created this drawing years ago. And so the one that's kneeling that I'm doing right now, the only thing that I changed about her was that I gave her a necklace, but everything else I pretty much kept the same. But everybody else's dress, that's where I wanted to change it, except for the one that's like on her head, because you can't really see her outfit. You can't really see her at all. She's just kind of up there. So I don't know what kind of outfit she's wearing. Maybe she's wearing the same thing she wore 12 years ago. Who knows? But everybody else, if you can notice, I changed their outfit a bit to kind of suit either their personality, like the one on the right there made her kind of pouty, and she's kind of the cool one of the group, if we want to do it that way. The one all the way on the left is more innocent and like clueless, so I just gave her like a little cute skirt. And all that, I don't know. And I also made her hair a little bit more swoopy, whatever you want to call that. Also, I don't know why it happens, but like at certain points through this video when I'm coloring, you're gonna notice that the lighting is doing this weird thing very subtly. It's kind of like flashing bright on and off. I don't know why that was happening. It could have been that when I was coloring, maybe the natural lighting I was using, maybe the clouds were coming in and out, and since this is a bit sped up, it's just showing that way. Or it could be that like my camera was being weird, because I'm only noticing it when I have it zoomed in a certain way. So I don't know, kind of weird, but just throwing that out there in case you're confused why that lighting thing is happening. I couldn't fix it in post editing. I don't know. I tried, but I couldn't get rid of that. So for this girl on the left, I went ahead, since her hair is black, instead of coloring it, like usually I'll do like a dark gray or something, instead of pure black. For her, I just want pure black. I thought it would look cool with all of the shininess that I could put in her hair, kind of making it look like it's like inked hair. I like that look, so I just went for it, especially because her skin is supposed to be white, so I think the pop of black against her skin would look really cool. Yeah, that's the thing about these girls, is that like, so I drew them as cat girls, but I drew all their ears on the sides of their heads instead of the top, which is fine, but you know, I don't know. I would have preferred that I drew them on top. I don't know why I drew them like this. But they also all have like the skin color, I guess, of the cat that they are. I don't know what kind of cats they are, but like the girl with the pink hair has gray fur or skin, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call this. On the left, she has white, and then two of them have orange. I tried to vary their skin tones though. I noticed that the two with the orange were pretty similar, so I made the one with the blue hair a little darker, the one on the green hair a little lighter. And then I think the girl with the pink hair and the girl with the blonde hair are supposed to be the same skin color. I think they're both supposed to be gray. I end up making the one on the right a little bit different, like a grayish brown, just to give it some variety, and they're not all the same color. But yeah, I actually really did have fun recreating this artwork. I like looking at pieces that my child mind created and then reimagining them with my current skill level. Admittedly, some of the stuff in this artwork came out a little sloppy in my opinion, like some of the coloring with the tail, for example, the tail incident where the ink just like leaked everywhere. Sometimes things like that where stuff just goes out of the lines a little bit, but I do my best to fix those just so that they still look good. And it's not too messy, but also, I don't know. At first I was a little iffy about the line art, or at least my sketch, but once I went in with the inking and I started coloring and adding more details, I started to like it a bit more. So I'd really love to hear your opinion on what you think about how I redrew this piece and these characters, their new outfits. They don't have a name. I know it says like the acronym for Kitty, and they all have a different letter, so they have a name that starts with those letters, but I really don't remember their names. I think the only one I kind of remember is the pink-haired one being Yumi, I think. I don't know. I wasn't very creative back then, so I feel like that's what I picked, but everybody else, I have no clue. Anyway, that is overall my finished piece. Off camera, I ended up adding a little background of just like a yellow stripe, just to give it more color in the back, because I hated that like white nothingness behind them. And here is the before and the after. Let me know if you think I've improved a bit, I don't know, and how I did on this drawing. And now on to my final thoughts. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my redraw of this artwork. Dramatic effect. But yeah, here it is. You guys just saw me create it. Let me know what you think of how it came out. If you think it is better than the old one. If you think the old one's better than this, please make a good argument, please, because I don't think anything could be worse than that. I know I'm being really harsh on my old artwork. It was just my middle school self that thought that she was a good artist, but we all start somewhere. So I joke, but I think it's really fun to look back on old works and redo it with a new twist and see how you've improved over the years. I challenge you guys to do the same thing. Find an old piece of artwork or something from when you were first starting out. Find something from when you were first starting out or really young and take it and redraw it and see how you've improved. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. As always, my links are in the description box below. I have the link to my online shop where today is the last day to guarantee your orders before Christmas if you live in the US. So go check that out right now if you're interested in getting anything from my store. I also have the link to my Instagram page where you can follow me to see all of the artwork and things that I don't necessarily post here on the channel. And then I have the link to my Patreon pin club. This month is the Peppermint Swirl Kitty, and you only have about a week and a half. You have until the last day of December to subscribe for this pin. I hope you guys all have a wonderful holiday week, no matter what holiday you're celebrating or if you're not celebrating anything. I just hope you guys have a great week. As always, I'll see you guys all next Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, and I hope you have a festive week. Bye bye!